Cassandra Good coming to you live from my vehicle. Just got finished doing my walk here, and I'm actually going through a school zone now. But I wanted to talk to you guys about taking the good with the bad, or even taking the great with the bad. You know, sometimes you're going to run into things, obstacles and stuff, and it happens a lot, but you just can't let it knock you down. You know, it could be a misunderstanding. Sometimes it is, guys. Sometimes it is. It could be miscommunication. And that kind of ties in with misunderstanding, right? So, what do you do? I mean, literally, what do you do when something that hits you that feels bad comes in the midst of what you really experience as good majority of the time, right? What do you do? Well, number one, you don't let it take you back too much. I mean, what do I mean by that? Don't let it take you back too much. Because you're not going to always have good things happen. You know why? Because you're not always in control. Okay, so we know that if we had control of everything, we would try our best to make sure that everything would be good, right? Right? And I'm a firm believer that every action has a reaction, right? And even though whatever your actions are, and the other person has a different reaction, we can't control that. We can't control how another person reacts to our actions, right? And even if there was at one point clear understanding or clear communication before you acted, you still can't control how that person is going to react. So how do you handle that? How do you make sure that you have more good, and when that injection of bad or discomfort come into play? You learn to have a thick layer of skin. And how do you do that? How do you do that? Now, for me, let me tell you how it happens for me. It seems like even though I might have, in the beginning, I wasn't good with it. I wasn't good with bad injections. I'll put it that way. So I would kind of avoid them. You know, at all costs, I would try to avoid them. But nowadays, you don't have to do that. What you do is you find your strengths. You find your inner strengths, whatever they may be. And when you find those inner strengths, you make sure, without a shadow of a doubt, that you inject them into your daily life. Every single day, you inject them. You inject so much that when something bad does happen, or when something that gives you an uncomfortable feeling or unpleasantry happens, that you have so many positive and great injections out there that when those things happen, they won't dampen your spirit too much, if you know what I mean. You know, of course, you try to bring as much clarity to that particular situation as you can. But again, that goes back to you can't control other people's reaction. So think of that. Just think of that. Think of trying to make sure that you put as much positive out there as you can, because see, you can control that. You can control the positive. You really can. You can control what comes from you. Okay? And as we always say, attitude is everything. But you can control what comes from you. Okay? And when you put that out there in such a large scale, that when something small and trivial, even though it might do something to your spirit for just a moment, you've put enough out there that allows you to be able to be untouchable after a while. You know, like, I'm not going to worry about this. You know, this is not going to kill my joy. Okay? So just something to think about. The more you infuse and put out there in a positive way, that when these ugly little things happen sometimes. You have enough positive and great things out there that they don't even, the little small stuff doesn't even bother you. It's kind of like the little saying that people say, don't sweat the small stuff. Okay? So I hope that was a helpful little tidbit for you guys today. Give someone a little bit of juice and let them know that all is well and good, and that no matter what, when little things come up, you got enough positive things out there working on your behalf. Okay? Guys, have a great Friday morning, actually. Have a great Friday. The weekend is coming up. I'll speak to you soon, and bye for now.